9 characteristics shared by extremely successful people. It takes years of making intelligent choices, both professionally and financially, in order to build wealth. But according to the findings of one individual who conducted interviews with hundreds of people who had amassed millions of dollars on their own, becoming wealthy also requires maintaining certain lifestyle habits. An accountant and financial advisor by the name of Tom Colley asked 233 wealthy people, the majority of whom were self-made billionaires, about their routine daily activities. He then compared those responses to those from 128 persons who had an annual gross income of less than $35,000, classifying these individuals as having lower incomes. In his best-selling book, Colley demonstrates that successful people prepare themselves for success in a few specific ways. These strategies include changing their habits. The following is a list of behaviors that are shown by both of them at the same frequency. 1. They rise before the sun. According to the results of the research conducted by Colley, nearly majority of the self-made billionaires who took part in the survey stepped out of bed at approximately 3 hours well before beginning of their workday. The majority of them make use of the additional time by concentrating on their own projects, managing their schedules, or engaging in some form of physical activity. Regaining control over your life can be as simple as setting your alarm for 5 in the morning and facing the top 3 goals you have for the day, he says in his piece. Getting up at 5 a.m. to confront the main 3 factors you want to do in your day enables you to do just that. Waking up at 5 a.m. to take care of the 3 most important tasks you have for the day. It gives you a feeling of self-assurance that you are actually in reality, in control of your personal life. 2. They do a lot of reading. A staggering 88% of wealthy people who responded to Colley's survey said that they spend at least half an hour every day reading with the purpose of furthering their education or improving themselves. The vast majority of readers do not read for pleasure, rather, they concentrate on non-fiction works such as autobiographies, histories, and how-to manuals. Reading novels that you enjoy is another activity that might be beneficial to you. Reading for enjoyment, as supported by scientific research, may also be beneficial to your professional life. The argument that Colley is making is applicable to a wide variety of different kinds of narratives. He says that reading the histories of people who rose from poverty to wealth might teach readers valuable lessons about life in general. Warren Buffett, a famed investor and self-made millionaire, has stated that reading has been the single most essential habit that he has ingrained in himself throughout the course of his life. If you are interested in purchasing a new book, you should look into the classics that Buffett and other successful people like. 3. Every day, they devote 15 to 30 minutes to practicing concentrated thought. A significant number of the self-made billionaires that Colley questioned had the sentiment that they regularly set aside time to reflect on all that is occurring in their lives. According to what he has said, the wealthy are more likely to engage in solitary reflection first thing in the morning and for at least a quarter of an hour on a daily basis. They will frequently contemplate topics such as their job, their health, and the relationships in their personal lives. Having some alone time to reflect and process your thoughts has been linked to lower levels of stress. According to a physician who received their training at Harvard, taking 2 minutes out of your workday to concentrate on nothing but your breath will help you relax. 4. They place a high value on physical activity. Studies have shown that maintaining a regular exercise routine helps cleanse your mind and gives you a sense of increased motivation. According to the results of the survey conducted by Colley, 76% of respondents set aside at least 30 minutes each day for cardiovascular activities such as jogging, biking, or walking. Many people who are successful in business make it a point to exercise regularly. Investor Richard Branson, for example, argues that getting up at 5 a.m. to play tennis or ride his bike has allowed him to triple the amount of work he accomplishes each day. 5. They surround themselves with individuals who are motivational to them. According to what Corley has to say on the matter, you are only as successful as those you usually associate with. Do not be concerned if you do not currently have any highly motivated persons in your personal network. Volunteering is a terrific opportunity to meet other upbeat and driven people, which is why many self-made billionaires participate in the activity. Corley recommends that you consider becoming a member of organizations that bring together people who have similar professional or personal interests as you. The next step is to cultivate the relationship by maintaining communication. Also, be selective about the people with whom you choose to spend your time. According to Corley, successful people also make it a point to restrict the amount of time they spend around toxic and negative people. 6. They are pursuing their own objectives. According to the findings of Corley's research, the majority of self-made billionaires first have the intention of being wealthy and then succeed in doing so. According to what he has said, 80% of affluent people are obsessed with achieving goals. They frequently discuss daily objectives in addition to long-term targets. Corley gives the following piece of advice to his clientele: I'm here just to advise you to avoid turning your staircase on another person's wall and afterwards spend the best decades of your life rising it. I am here to issue a warning to you not to place your ladder on the wall of another person's property. Find your own brick wall, your own set of dreams, and your own set of goals, and then work toward accomplishing them. You have to build your own wall. 7. They receive an adequate amount of sleep. According to popular belief, Albert Einstein liked to obtain 10 or more hours of sleep at night on a daily basis. If you are someone who performs at their best when they have had sufficient rest, then Corley has some excellent news for you. A staggering 89% of people who became millionaires through their own efforts slept for 7 or 8 hours every night. In his article regarding sleep, he explains the significance of sleep by pointing out the positive impacts that sleep has on learning, memory, and creative thinking. 8. They have more than one source of income. According to Corley, self-made billionaires will not rely on one source of income over the entirety of their professional careers. They work to improve a variety of different rivers and streams of income. The question is, how many different ways do they make money? According to Corley's research, 65% had at least 3 streams of income that they built before earning their first $1 million. This may take the shape of a part-time enterprise or investments, such as real estate investment trusts, right/s/, or other forms of property, which provide revenue for the investor. Diversifying your income allows you to withstand any economic crises that will inevitably occur, he claims. 9. They shun people who are a waste of time. Rich people have access to a variety of valuable resources in addition to money. Time is also an essential factor. According to what Corley has written, it's a waste of time if we invest our time in anything. Consider carefully the applications you spend your time on instead of binge-watching Netflix or perusing Instagram for hours on end. It's only when you view time as your most valuable resource that you'll begin to understand the need of judicious time management, says Corley. A person's life will be threatened if he or she doesn't recognize that time is the greatest peril of all. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and let's start screaming success together.